Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. Former military, subject of a failed medical experiment.
Failed, you say?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at another McFarlane Toys figure, 7-inch figure. This is Deathstroke from McFarlane Toys. He was released in 2020, and I believe this is his form, or I guess his, not really form, but they got this figure from, as you can see here, from the Batman Arkham Origins. And obviously that's not where he started from, just saying that that's where they got the concept of this figure. Obviously he looks different in, different, like the comic books and cartoon shows. So this one in particular, they got him from the Arkham Origins. So one of actually my favorite characters. If you kind of really pay attention to the game, Batman can actually never really beat Deathstroke. They're hand in hand. Like he just got lucky. He got really lucky. He didn't even really defeat Deathstroke. He kind of just subdued him a little bit, to the point where, he was like, I'm not in the mood. He was angry, But overall, yeah, Deathstroke and Batman, they're just hand in hand. So, yeah, this character is very nice. So as you can see here, we're getting a good 360 view of the box. And what we're gonna do next now that we got a good 360, is we're gonna turn this off, set this to the side here, this down, move this for now. And look at this. So as you can see here, the figure doesn't come with much. We'll go into everything he comes with, but as far as you can see here, you got the figure, you got a card, the stand, and the sword, and that's just about it. Which, when it comes to McFarlane Toys, that's how it's been lately. So as you can see here, age for this figure, it's 12 plus. It says DC Multiverse Deathstroke. On the bottom of it, you got the copyright and the warnings, just all the things like that, and the barcode. On the side right here, this is the thing I actually like the most. Most figures that I've seen, because I believe the Flash one as well, it just says DC Multiverse up here. This one actually says Batman Arkham Origins. And then you got Deathstroke right here, Batman Arkham Origins on the side with McFarlane Toys. The top of it also does have the Batman Arkham Origins up there. This side, yeah, see, the DC Multiverse. This is actually also on this side, on the other figure as well. And then the last thing we're going to look at right here before we open the box is here's the figure. I'm sorry, not the figure, but the picture of the figure. And then down here, you got, it says collect them all. You got the Batman from Earth 22. That's the one where he's like the Green Lantern. You got the Batman Earth. Hold on, let me see. That says Earth -1. I don't know if it's -1 or just 1 or I. So yeah, that's Earth 1 or I. And then you got the middle one. It's Azrael. Can't really see a good picture of that. And then the other one, it's Batman Earth 44. It's actually, oh, okay, at the bottom part. No, never mind. Yeah, Batman Earth 44 is the next one right there, which I don't know what that means. And then the last one is the Grim Knight. Now, I started collecting some of these figures, like these Batman ones, because I thought they're, the different, like Earth, like the Grim Knight, Earth 44, so on and so forth. I thought they were really cool. But then I was like, man, there were so many of them that I couldn't do it. And so I got, a few here and there, and I just kind of stopped. But I did end up getting the Grim Knight, and I will be doing a review of him later on. So to open this box up, I'm gonna pull this to the side because I don't know how YouTube is about having a knife on a video, a pocket knife. So I am opening just the tapes on the top of it, and then I'll bring it right back. All right, here he is. So just like another McFarlane Toys, another toy box, comes right there. Now, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Like, I didn't do it last time. I'm not going to take the card out. Because more than likely, I'm just going to put this figure back in its box and have it as a collector's item. So I'm not going to take the card out. But as you can see here, so we can get a good view of it, that's the card right there with the great... Actually, as a matter of fact, that picture is this picture. So that's the card, what it looks like. And the stand... As you can see, it's just another plain old stand that, you know, if you guys seen my videos of the Cyberpunk 2020 or 2077, it's the same stand, small little circular black one, except this one I've been noticing, and the Flash one as well that I did, they don't have nothing on them. It's just a plain old black stand on them. So hopefully you guys don't mind that I don't take those two out, but it does come with those two. And this is just a figure right here. So what I'm going to do next now is actually I'm going to take the figure and the accessory, not accessories, the figure and the accessory out, and then I'm going to get the figure on the turntable and just get a good 360 view of the figure. Alrighty, folks, so here he is, Deathstroke, aka Slade, I think it's Slade Lawton. I'm sorry, Slade Wilson, I'm sorry. Because Floyd Lawton's actually Deadshot, so this is Slade Wilson, and honestly, I don't know which one came first, if it was Wade Wilson or Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, Deadpool, pretty much the same exact character with a little bit of different. I think, you know, Deadpool is actually the only thing difference between Deadpool and Deathstroke is Deadpool has a rejuvenating healing factor, and I don't know if this guy does or not. So so one thing that I just found out about this figure while I was trying to stand him up on the turntable is he also does have some sort of a manufacturer defect. And what I mean by that is when you're trying to stand him up straight, one of his legs are is longer than the other. Like I think Flash was like that as well, and I think what's his name, Takemura was like that from Cyberpunk. So I don't know, man. McFarlane's, they need to check that up a little bit, man, because that's 3 figures in a row that I know have had a problem so far with their standing up, you know, straight. So here's what I'm talking about. So now that we got a good 360 view of the figure of Deathstroke here, I'm going to turn this off. And what I'm talking about, so you can actually see it right here, because I know last time I tried to do it on the black and you couldn't see it that good. So, like right here, if I stand him up straight, his foot is completely leveled. I am pushing it down so it's level. Look at this. Look. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Let me come closer. So this left leg, right, the one I'm holding, I guess technically it's, well, the leg I'm holding, it's completely flush with the floor. Look at this. That's how far away from the ground it is. Now, if I were to do that with this foot, you can barely even do it with this foot. So it's not off by that much, but it is to the point where you can tell, because he does not stand up straight. Look, you can tell here. You can tell which way is shorter by the way he falls over. He falls over on this side. And that just, oh man, that just really irks me really bad still. That's like you want to buy a figure and have him, you know, displayed. Obviously, I think with the display stand, you know, he'll obviously stand pretty good. But, you know, without it, if you don't want to have him with that display stand, like, that's just, man, that's bad. That's poor quality management when it comes to figure. The figure looks great, but, you know, as far as, you know, him, like I can't even stand him up again. Like, I'm having the hardest time standing them up. There we go. Like I said, the figure looks great so far, but as far as the quality management on that, you know, McFarlane Toys really needs to step that up and really pay attention to that kind of thing. So, anyway, what we're going to do next now is just take a look at everything that this figure comes with. And I'm sorry that was a little left because he only comes with one thing. So, we'll see you guys in the next part. Alrighty, folks. So, this is it. This is everything that the figure comes with. Well, aside from the card, like you guys saw in the box and the stand. But, like, overall accessories, this is it. This is all that this figure comes with. Which is kind of, it sucks that it only comes with this. You know, if you guys know Deathstroke, he has obviously this sword. He has a bow, which is a big, you know, big stick, but it's called a bow. He has a gun, you know, on his side gun. He has, I believe in that game, he uses like a grapnel, kind of like something he shoots at Batman. So he has quite a few accessories in the game, but yet in this, they just give him a sword. And don't get me wrong, this sword, it looks nice, but it looks very cheaply. The paint on the silver looks really bad. So obviously they casted this all in black, and you guys can see there. And then what they did is they just kind of painted this part silver. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like, it's nicely painted right here as in the details. like from the black to the silver, but the silver just kind of looks rough. Doesn't look that good of a paint job. As far as the details on it, I mean, there's really nice details on this. There's always nice details on weapons that are casted, casted in their, regular color. Like this was casted in black. So this is actually nice details on it. But as far as the paint on the silver, no, I'm not a big fan of that. And then on top of all that, it's the most flimsiest plastic ever. Look at that. Look how flimsy that is. Like, you would think this would be a little bit hard plastic, because it's a sword, but like, come on now. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. The more and more I'm looking at this figure, the more I'm just getting more and more disappointed with him. He looked like a great figure to get. Don't get me wrong. He looks amazing. But the more like I really think about it, I'm just really disappointed with the figure. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should he have came with more accessories? Am I overthinking it? Am I wrong to say that this actually does not look like a good paint job? The quality management with the figure as well, with him not standing up. So anyway, that's everything that this figure comes with. What we're going to do next is get the figure and take a closer look. Alrighty, folks, so here he is. So the best way I can get him to stand up was kind of with like this foot almost planted straight down, and this one kind of kinked to the side a little bit, as you can see there. And as you can see here, he kind of has like that. He's just standing up straight, and this leg's kind of going to the side. He has a weird pose to him right now. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do as far as taking a closer look at this figure, we're going to get his measurement. And he looks like he's about 7 1. No, he's about 7 1/4. Yeah, 7 1/4. Okay. Now, looking at this figure, actually, before I'm going to send down, well, he was going to fall anyway, so I'm going to bring him up and go like this. Now, going from top to bottom. Now, it's kind of weird that I'm actually I know I'm probably going to put it out there, so I'm just going to say it now. I do have this figure in a 1/6 scale figure. It's from Hot Toys. I'm going to be doing a review on him. I don't know. I'm not going to say soon. I'm not going to say way later. I really don't know. To be honest with you, I don't really know how I do the list. I just kind of look at the figures I have. I'm going to do this one next. I'm going to do that one next. So it'd be nice that if I actually did this one and then the 1/6 scale figure. But I don't think that's how I have it written down on my notepad. I believe the next one is actually, I want to say, it's John Wick, a 1/6 scale of John Wick, or a 1/6 scale of the Punisher. One of them. It's one of those two. So maybe I could have done that management a little bit better. But anyway, I apologize. So going off of what I was talking about, so this little band right here, these are actually like fabric on the 1/6 scale characters. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, it feels weird because the other one, it's fabric. So, but it's cool that he has that right there. So as far as, let's just talk about the whole suit in general. The blue on it, very nice. You can see the fabric. You can kind of see how, I'm sorry, the material, not the fabric. The blue on it, you can see it almost looked like almost like a mesh. Yeah, it's not a see-through mesh, but it almost looks like a mesh, Kevlar looking kind of a material on there. You can see kind of, like there's a hole right there. There's, it's like it's battle damage. So I'm not going to go over too much of, I like this part of the blue. All the blue is the same. And same with the gold. I mean, you got the gold right here as well. This one's not kind of like that Kevlar look. It looks more of like a smooth surface with the gold on it. And you can see that's where his eye is. Because he only has one eye, so he obviously doesn't need this. That's why it's covered up. But I'm not going to talk about the rest of the gold. But I do want to point out that it's very actually nicely painted. Yeah, it's just very, really nicely painted. The gold and the blue is very nice. Now, as far as everything else on the figure, this right here, this kind of looks a little bit weird. There's like too much going on right there. It looks too wrinkly. I don't know, that casting of that plastic just looks really off to me. I'm not a big fan of that. So that's one thing that really stuck out to me. These straps right here, I'm not too sure why they're there or what they're for, but they come out good. The silver part down here actually looks very nice. It really contrasts the gold and the blue. Back here, actually, he does have the holder for the sword, and I do believe I got the sword right here. I know you guys are probably, somebody's going to say, it's not called a holder for a sword, it's called this. I have no idea what it's called, so I know, let me put this here. I know some of them, like knives, are called sheaths, but I don't know for a sword. There we go. I don't even think that goes all the way, and I think that's right there. So that goes right there, and he has a few, they look like shotgun shells right here. I'm just not sure if that's what they are, but they really do look like that, and he has a couple more shells right here. And I don't even know if those are shells or not either. I think we'll be able to tell more on the 1/6 scale figure. And he has a few more pouches, and it looks like he has a grenade right here on the side right here. And a few more pouches around his pants. And he does have his nice trusted gun right there, his sidearm. And then aside from that, the only thing that really sticks out to say like, wow, this is awesome, you know, aside from, you know, the color, and I mean, it's just the boots, but they're just kind of, you know, regular black plastic. They actually kind of look a little bit weird to me, actually. They're kind of chunky. The boots don't really match the figure to me, as like for the rest of the figure, these don't match. And you know, when we do the 1/6 scale figure, you guys will see what I'm talking about, because that doesn't really match it at all. So yeah, so that's about it with this figure. As far as the details, don't get me wrong, like, there's not really much to see about the details of this figure. You can look at this figure a lot, but like most of it, I mean, it's almost all blue and gold. I mean, the only things that really stick out is the black, which the black doesn't really stick out much because it's just black plastic. There's nothing to it. There's no, black wash to it, whitewash to make it look, more detailed, to make it look, there's no brown spots to it to make it look like it's old, nothing like that. So, I mean, at least his suit has some cracks in it, maybe some maybe holes for battle damage, but it just doesn't really show that it's been, in battle damage and worn. It just kind of looks like, it came like that from wherever he made it from, So I mean, when you have something this old with like cracks and dents in the armor, you would think that it gets dirty after a while. But maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Let me know what you guys think. So anyway, what we're gonna do next now is go over this figure's articulation. Alrighty, folks. So going over this figure's articulation, what we're gonna do first is just kind of bring it up a little bit more. And I'm actually going to take his sword, actually, not knife, his sword, and put it to the side. So going over this figure's articulations, as you can see here, the neck, it almost looks like there's no movement, and there's barely any, like right there, that's it. So same with this side. So there's no 360 turn on the head because it's really hindered by his armor right there. There's no up and... Actually, there is. Wow. I ate my words there really quick. So there's a little bit of up and down play on his head. So from right here, he's looking all the way down. And he's looking all the way up. And that's about it. And there's a little bit of side-to-side play to his head, but not much. Now, going down to his shoulders, he does have a butterfly joint, as you can see here, which is very, very nice for a figure to have always. And then he does have the 360 turn. He does go up very decently to about there. Let's see here. There's no movement at the upper bicep. He does have a double bend at the elbow. And then he does have he does have a peg at his wrist, a ball peg, which is kind of weird. So he does have the 360 turn. He has it where it goes down, and he has it to where he goes up, right there. As far as his torso goes, there's no movement at the torso. As far as his waist goes, let's put these up here a little bit. There we go. As far as his waist goes, he does kind of have a snapping thing on his waist, as you can see here. So right now he's looking all the way back, and then that's it. That's him looking forward. So I think that's actually just straight up, actually. So he does. So anyway, so there is a 360 turn at the. I think I just kind of. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's a popping thing. So there is a popping thing. I thought it just broke the figure. I was like, man, I apologize. I took him off screen. So right now, yeah, you can go back and forth like this. But if you can actually pop this out, see, it just came right out, which is really weird. And that's just kind of there's like a ball joint right there, huh? That's weird to me. Anyway, so there is a 360 turn. I think it actually did it because I turned it too much, as you can see here. Now it's just really loose. So if you go this way, it tightens it up. Very weird. Anyway, so from there you got the legs. They don't go up. Actually, never mind. They do go up pretty high. There you go. They go up to a 90. They go back quite a bit too as well. And then as far as sideways, also pretty decent for the figure. He does have a double bend at the knee, but it's like he does have a double bend, but you can't really tell because the armor really impedes the movement. He does have a double bend at the knee, but you can't, it only looks like there's just a single bend. And then the last thing we're going to look at here is he does have a ball joint at the ball joint peg at his ankle. So he does have a 360 turn there. He does have going down and going up but to about there, because you can see that's part of the boot gauntlet, whatever you call it, and it stops right about there. It does have a little bit of side-to-side play. And then the one last thing I like about these characters that I've been liking so far is this one has a toe movement as well. Now, here we go. I don't know if you guys want to see it or not. I'm just going to put it just for reference, but I wasn't going to do... You know what? I don't think I'm going to do, actually. I don't think I'm going to do a comparison between him and the Flash. I know they're both in the same timeline, but that Flash is from a different... you know, completely different one. No, that Flash is from like a comic book. This one's from a video game. I do have more... like, for example, I have like the next one I'm going to do is the Grim Knight Batman. I might put him with this one, actually, and you know, to kind of do a comparison there. So let me know what you guys think. Should I do, you know, should I put Flash in there for a comparison with these guys or not? But for now, I don't think I'm going to do a comparison with the Flash and Deathstroke here. So alrighty, folks. So here he is one last time, Deathstroke. From McFarlane Toys, released in 2020 from the Batman Arkham Origins video game. You will probably be seeing him one last time when I do the Grim Knight review. I'll do a comparison between those two. It just didn't feel right to me to do a comparison between Deathstroke and the Flash because, I don't know, they feel like they come from completely different... you know, I know they're from the DC universe, but they're completely different, you know, so I don't know, maybe if I'm wrong about that, let me know, and I'll do a completely separate, maybe 5-minute video of the two, comparing the two, if you guys really would like that. So anyway, so with all that being said, I really hope you guys liked the video. If you guys did, please like and share it. If you haven't done so already, please hit the notification and get notifications, the notification bell, and get notifications when I release my videos. I release a video every Sunday and Wednesday. No specific time yet, but just every Sunday and Wednesday. If you haven't done so already, please also hit subscribe. And also, I do want to say, I want to thank everyone that's been watching my videos all the way through. For those of you that have not, I do please ask that you watch my videos all the way through and don't skip through them. Because if not, YouTube kind of realizes or thinks that the video is not that good. So they don't circulate my videos when you skip through them or don't watch them all the way. Also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, head over to my Instagram. I post a picture of a video I'm going to be dropping on the following Sunday or Wednesday. So if you want to check that out, please head over there and give me a follow. I'll leave the link down in the description below. Now, with all that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.